Hey guys, Slav Dog Survival here. This is going to be my first episode on this channel. And this channel is, well, it's based about survival. Guns, gear. If the apocalypse happens, this channel wants to help you in the apocalypse. And help you get ready before the apocalypse. This channel is going to be about an armor plate made out of ceramic and steel and fiberglass. It cost me $20 to make. And the results actually surprised me. If you want to skip to the end of the video and the results, that's going to be up here somewhere. If you want to watch the whole video, learn how to build it, it's pretty easy. Only took a couple hours. And you'll see the results. They're shocking. So thanks for watching Slav Dog Survival. Hope you guys like it. Have a good one. So it's going to take 2 fiberglass cloths. Each are 8 square feet, 2 foot-by-foot tiles, these things, and 2 plates of steel. These are a foot-by-foot, they're 16 gauge, and some duct tape and some resin. I didn't mention this, but you're going to need some spray paint. I don't know if you need it. I just don't want this steel, can't even get it apart, to rust any more than it already is. So, and I don't have any wire brushes with me, so I'm going to spray paint over this just so it doesn't rust any more than it is. I'm not going to be using it very long. I'm just going to make this plate and then I'm going to shoot it. So, but if it's for long term, definitely spray paint it. And all I have is this really weird white ivory gloss, but paint is paint, so you're not going to see it anyways once the duct tape goes on. Now that quite possibly the worst spray paint job in history is done, you're going to want to start cutting this apart. It comes with these spacers in between it, and that's what makes it a foot long by a foot long, cubic foot, but that leaves holes for bullets to go through, and we don't want holes. It comes this way so it's easy to grout if you're using it for intended purpose, which is putting it in a floor or a wall and grouting it. It's not what we're using it for. Easiest way I've found is a razor blade, and you just go through and cut it. Next step is going to be putting the actual plates together. That is making a 6x6 of these, as straight and as square as you can. I need something to straighten these with. Broken level. And an old oil book. Is close enough. Right there. Then duct tape. first you gotta make sure it's straight. So you just want to make sure they're together. That's not even long enough. But together, I mean this. Edge it up close as you can. Doesn't need to be perfect. You're just gonna wanna wrap it around. And we're gonna do this all the way across and then do it all the way up. Reason is totally not because I think I'm gonna run out of duct tape before I finish the other plate. It's definitely just because the front probably doesn't need it, right? I mean, the back's what you gotta worry about with the blowout. Yeah, let's go with that. So this is good. I'm gonna say this one's good. And then if I still have duct tape later, I'll come back to it. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this one aside. And make the next plate. So the next step is when you're gonna be using this, the fiberglass cloth. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do 6 layers, 4 layers, 6 layers. It's a little less than a square foot, because it was a square foot before we cut the spacers out. But I'm just gonna cut this into square foot sections. I'll have to find a ruler or a tape measure, because I just realized I don't think I have one that works. But so they come in they come 2 by 4. So I mean, it'll be pretty easy. And then just get it all on here. So apparently my card somehow was full on my other camera, so I don't know how much you missed. But is it gonna turn? There we go. I measured out the cloth on both of them just by using the plates. There. And I got a Sharpie, marked a square out. I did that 8 times on each one, so 2, 4, 6, 8. And now I'm cutting them out. That sucks. So this next part's gonna really stink. Fiberglass resin gives off some pretty bad fumes, so you're gonna want some sort of respirator. I don't have a respirator with me. I normally have one. It's at my house. My shop is not at the house. So, but yeah, fiberglass resin, Bondo fiberglass resin. It's really good stuff, really terrible fumes, so wear something, please. And then you just do however much you pour in. Like it says, I think, a quarter can, you use a quarter amount of this. For an ounce of can, you use 10 drops of this. So you just read however much you put in. Probably gonna do like 20 drops. So my other camera died, so now I have to use this one. The one that originally the SIM card died, so I had to swap the SIM cards and then... SIM or SD? I don't know. I had to switch the memory cards, and then I had to switch the cameras, and oh god. It's bad. It's bad. But so, we did the 6 layers, flipped it over, then we're gonna do 4. Put another layer of ceramic on it, 6, then the steel, then we're gonna weigh it down with some heavy stuff. I don't know, I'll find something. Left for me to do is get a bunch of weights. So I'm gonna look around for some weights. So my weights are a giant log and 2 propane heaters. They're empty, so I mean they only weigh like half a pound each, but that's the heaviest stuff I got. Other than that, we just need to wait for it to dry. Be careful when you're putting the log on, or the log weight on. It shifts around a lot because it's wet and gooey in there. And actually, I don't know if that's enough weight. Preferably, you want to anchor it to the table and get it as tight as possible. So like some clamps or something would be way better. I gotta wait for this to dry. It'll take 3-4 days probably, especially with that weight on it, and it being so cold. Then see you guys on that next part. Oh, and that's it actually.
3 days later.
I didn't think about getting it off the table. Oh, there we go. That wasn't that bad. I'm definitely gonna have to clean this table later. Final step is you're going to want to duct tape it all the way everywhere. Set it up right over there. It's about, I don't know, I'd say 15 yards. First I'm going to be shooting a Remington 550, shooting 22 long rifle. Its muzzle velocity is 1,280 and it's 36 grain. So I don't think that's going to do anything to it, but we'll see. I might have actually missed both those. Okay, no, I hit very bottom. And first one it looks like I missed. But I don't know if you could see it. The bullet is right there. So it didn't even make it through the steel. Next up is a Gen 4 Glock 19, shooting 9mm. Muzzle velocity is 1,145 and it is 115 grain. Yeah, hit right there, but it stopped it. Didn't even go through the steel. That is good. Then last thing I'm going to be shooting is a M&P 15, shooting 5.56. It's 62 grain. I'm not sure what the velocity is out of it though. If it stops this, I'm going to be impressed. Looks like it went in right there. Yeah, and it came right out the other side. I didn't think it would stop it. But it stopped the 22, stopped the 9mm. And that's really all I thought it was gonna stop. So I wanna torture test it and see how much 9mm it will stop though. I tried the group, everything right here. I tried. Looks like one punch through over here. That one. Looks like 2 shots in the same spot, maybe. Yeah, that looks like 2 in the same spot. But it didn't go through. So